Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, 30th of August, Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week, and today we got really interesting and important economic data. The first one, ADP employment change for August. We were expecting a little bit, not a little bit, but quite a bit lower, the 195K from this 371K, and we got way lower than expected. So really good news, because employment is getting crashed and labor market is softening. That's what Fed is actually waiting for. Apart from that, regarding GDP, we had growth and we had price. In terms of growth, remember that Jerome Powell was saying that growth, if we continue growing, growth means monetary policy tightening, so further interest rates. We were watching for 2.4% and we got a little bit lower. Still 2% is quite a bit of GDP growth. And remember that we are talking about estimates for the quarter over quarter on the second quarter. So watch this, because growth means downside because higher interest rates. In terms of price, we were watching for a cut from 4.1 to 2.2%. We are still there at 2%. And remember that everything is estimate. So these two readings are a little bit of mixed sentiment to the upside, I would say, a little bit. So we have to continue watching the final readings for the quarter. What else? Quite interesting also, PCE prices and core PCE. So basically, we were watching for PCE. Remember, this is also an estimate. We were watching for prices to cool down from 4.1 to 2.6 on the general. We got below expectations. That's really nice. And for the core PCE, we are watching for 3.8 coming from 4.9, and we got a little bit lower, 3.7. So that's another tick up. So this is what is happening today, and the kind of news. Pending home sales we got also, but this is not really the focus. The focus is GDP and PCE. So we got GDP estimate and PCE estimate, both estimates. GDP growth a little bit there, still growing. That's good for the economy overall, but bad for inflation, because Jerome Powell, it's basically thinking about further rates. And PCE prices are a little bit as expected, a little bit lower. That would make sense that we push a little bit on the markets. So that's what we basically did. But we have to focus on the details. So basically, this is the daily chart. As I was explaining yesterday, we were watching this descending trend line and this level around here, in which we were in a confluence of basically resistances here. So as you can see, we have right now a daily doji 1 hour after the market opens. But let me tell you, this was quite nice support, supported by two pushes and also squeezing all these shorts. Everything was looking good, right? But remember what I say, everything can happen in the market. So on the, let's put the 15-minute chart. This was the 15-minute chart towards, this was yesterday's move, and this was pre-market action. We were in this range, even though we tried to move higher on the economic data, but we couldn't. And look at the first 30-minute chart, 30-minute candle. We pushed higher. Everyone was thinking, oh yeah, nice. We cleared this. This is the daily pivot that we got here. So this blue line and also the descending channel. So if we check what happened there on the slower time frames, look at this, because this is why technical analysis supported by fundamentals is so important. This was the opening range, the move higher. We cleared the first pivot and we were watching for basically this level, this descending trend line. So what happened? We tapped and we basically did 100% retracement down. These moves is really crazy. Consolidation here. So first leg consolidation into basically lower leg. So really nasty move down here. We are bouncing a bit, but what do you think it's happening up here? There's a lot of short taking positions, and these are really big shorts because they are in a confluence of resistance coming from the daily, coming from the 30-minute chart with already rejection. Look at this nasty rejection. So the 1-minute chart, it's really important to see continuation, watch these lows, because I think the bull trap it's already set in here. We have now this level that are now tapping, and the most probable outcome after this flash is just to continue lower. Let's see what are doing other markets. So we have Apple in the green, we have the only one in the green, and then we have Google and Nvidia in the green. But overall, look at all the sector funds. All are in the red. And more than that, we need to watch the most important sector in the S&Ps. Financials. Banks are in the red and dollar and yields are in the red. But how is dollar developing? After this sell-off, dollar is starting to cool on the lows. IWM, small caps, already saw the same kind of thing. So we are in a mixed sentiment here. But if you are trying, let's go to the 1-minute chart. If you are trying to, again, look for longs, be really careful up here, because there will be a lot of shorts waiting for you. And also in this support that is now previous resistance is now resistance again after the failed push up. We really need to take risk management into consideration, because look at this huge sell-off. This was not a couple of candles, a little bit of pullback. This is a massive sell-off. Why? Right now, I don't have an answer for that. I don't know what kind of news are there. The only thing that I was mentioning earlier in the video is this confluence. Watch the dollar, watch the yields. The dollar is starting to look weaker on the daily. On the lower time frames are really starting to curl, but I don't really see nothing else apart from fundamentals. GDP growth was decent, an estimate, but decent estimate, and then PCE was slightly lower. So we shouldn't be seeing this kind of sell-off after the big day that we got yesterday. We have thin structure here that I was charted, but we are still above pre-market lows, and we failed to go higher in between these huge confluence of resistance. So I think today it's a matter of patience, but the bears are already taking huge positions for them, and you really need to pay attention to these levels and work without FOMO, because today is super tricky. These kind of days in which we have these kind of moves are the worst of them. We need to pay attention to risk management. And I think that's all from the quick update for today before the noon. So watch these levels, watch the daily, how they interact again with this daily at these higher levels, because this is going to be huge. We can squeeze higher for sure, but be aware of this huge sell-off, because shorts are waiting for you. And I think that's all from my side. As always, thank you for your time. If you found this video useful, please remember to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for following my videos. I appreciate that. I always try to put a lot of effort in the fundamentals and the technical analysis for you guys to really understand and approach the markets in a proper way with risk management and discipline. Those are key for your success. So stay safe, everyone. I hope today you really applied risk management, because it's a really tricky day after what happened in basically 10 minutes. So be really careful today. Be really careful. There's still a lot of opportunities tomorrow, and on Friday we have the more economic data. Tomorrow, Thursday, we have core PCE, really brutal. And on Friday, we have NFP, non-farm payrolls, and unemployment rates. So there will be plenty of opportunities. If you don't have a clear picture for today, just wait for key levels to break, to clear, and take those steps. Because I think today, given the volatility and this kind of move, we just really need to wait for scalps and don't manage our expectations, because we are already seeing technical rejections. So thank you all, stay safe everyone, and see you tomorrow.